Hello, so guys, this is pretty sad, and I actually didn't want to talk about this because they all said he needed privacy, and he's more talked about in his death, and it kept me wondering, like, was this the reason Alex Ekubo didn't really want anybody to know about his kidney cancer, like he's been confirmed that it was metastatic kidney cancer? Had he talked about it, wouldn't it have been on all social media platforms? Wouldn't everybody have, wanted to talk about it? Like, okay, it's good that information come out because people talk about it, especially nowadays on social media. That's how you get to be informed these days, the news and all of that. Otherwise, we won't know when they say, oh, start running towards that way, so that people will start running and not go run into danger, the opposite direction. But then I got thinking, like, okay, because honestly, I haven't been okay since I heard he's like one of my favorites. The song I'm Looking for My Johnny is like one of my favorite songs. My daughter loves that song. If she hears the song, even if she's sick, she will jump up. Like, Alex just brings lights into that song, and we play the song all the time. So he's like one of my favorites of all times in Nollywood. And when I got to know that, he said he wanted privacy to the extent, even information reaching everyone now is that even his closest friend, Yomi Ike Ogbona, didn't even know that he had the sickness until recently. This kind of showed me that this guy just embraced this thing with all his full chest and was like, you know what, this is it. Everybody's going to go one day, and just decided, you know what, I don't want anybody knowing about it. I saw this thanks to Cutie Juice, that brought out this one this evening. Let me just read it out. It says, no one except Alex's mom and his wife knew about the cancer diagnosis. Alex has been in the hospital since April. Any friend or foe that says they've been speaking to Alex from second week of April till he passed yesterday is just lying. Alex's phone has been off since April. Those that called couldn't reach him. Their only means of communication was to just call Alex's mother. Alex had a non-disclosure agreement with his hospital not to tell any other family member about it. Remember, everyone was like, the family. I was like, how can it not even get out a little? At least now it's beginning to make sense that, moms, definitely, most of our moms are not bloggers. They don't even go to the, and when your son tells you or your daughter tells you, mom, this one, not a word is going out. And we all remember, what happened, when he tried marrying before, and his ex, the situation surrounding that. I wouldn't want to bring that up because it's not even worth it. Because that was, I believe now, if one wants to really critically look at this case, you will see that that must have been a reason for him to have just, sealed his mouth. Because make sense, actually, that you say this person is, and then he's emaciating. He's now going down, and like we saw in the sister's wedding, where he was really emaciated, wasn't really looking well. People would have actually said a lot of things. Would have said, try to just give him that stigma. Like, you see, this is why he's sick. Our mouths, because we don't put our mouths where we are supposed to put our mouths. We like to bully people. So actually, at least one will see that this was a reason for him to have actually kept his mouth. And your wife, definitely, why would the wife want to come on the internet? He wasn't soliciting for fund. He had enough fund to take care of himself. So he didn't need to tell anybody his secret. He was a popular guy, loved by everyone, had no enemies, but at the same time needed the private of the most private life. That tells us this guy was truly an angel that passed through the earth. The heavens must really be missing an angel. Let's continue anyway. I didn't tell any member of the family. Even his pastor, Pastor Jerry, didn't know. Even hospital staff outside his medical team didn't know his diagnosis. You want to even talk. You're like, yeah, he's not so fine, but we don't even know what he's sick of. They didn't even know his diagnosis, even if he had shut them up and said, not a word of it should be breathed out. But even, they didn't even know what he was diagnosed of. I would really say, anyway, I won't say kudos to the doctors, because doctors actually, don't forget, there is this secrecy, that they sign under, that you are not supposed to actually, law of confidentiality, law of secrecy, that you are supposed to sign under. You are not supposed to disclose this. If that patient actually wants everything to be private, you have no right breathing a word of it to the outside world. Anyway, they said his illness was cancer of the kidney and not liver cancer, because we've been hearing a lot of speculation or whatever, that, he died of liver cancer and all of that. Even in his death, people are still lying or saying things. Anyway, we've been corrected. It was kidney cancer, and the right name for it is metastatic kidney cancer. Anyway, we'll continue. Throughout the time his phone has been off, those that contacted his mom were told Alex said he wants to be off phone calls for 2 months. And don't forget, the last post Alex made was since 2024. That means the whole of 2025. I'm even surprised, actually. But anyway, all this coming to light now shows us that he really, really wanted to be off the internet for some time. Anyway, his closest circle, IK and Vintage, only find out on Monday that Alex has been battling cancer quietly for over a year. Can you imagine that? This guy really lived a secret life, honestly, that even his close pals didn't even know. We were like even thinking that, okay, thank God his friends kept this the way he wanted it. I was even like, even if I had not made any post about it, I was just like, because he actually said he needed privacy, and it is people just hearing about it, and your internet is buzzing, and okay, he's got a lot of love, and you can really tell that everyone loved him, everyone loves him, everybody wants to talk, like, show that he really didn't have enemies. And honestly, this is how people are supposed to live their lives, because this really tells well that this was an angel sent by God. Anyway, the last part of it says it has been hard for especially his close friends, because Alex went into coma on Monday, and that was when they all found out he has been battling this. It's rather very, very, very sad. That's, good people. Why do good people die just like that? Like they don't last. Tell me. And you will see bad people will just be there, sometimes 100 years. No, tell me, somebody, please tell me in the comment section because I don't get it. And good people will just go. Before you know, they don't go fiam. My God. Alice, you were truly an angel. And I know you're in a better place if you really battled this. The peace that you didn't get on earth. May God give you eternal peace, everlasting peace. I know you are in a better place. May your soul continue to rest in peace. Rest on in peace. My God. Ground the chop. Fine boy. Fine man. Fine man. I pray the Lord will give your wife, mom, and family members, and your inner cycle, good friends that you had around you, the fortitude to be able to bear this great loss. Rest on, Alice.
You don't know what God did for you. Because tell me why. I don't have anybody to talk to. I don't have any friend. And it's not always in my capacity. Niger Gist Direct, thank you so much. Okay, guys. So, as I was saying, we go out every day. People hustle. People go through a whole lot of things just to put food on the table. Some have 5 kids, some have 4, some have 3. The parents, they're always up and doing.